if John Tortorella was holding Matvei Michkov back. Of course, he's been playing a lot more these past few games. I think 20 plus minutes against Montreal, 19:59 against Buffalo, 17:01 last night against Nashville. But multiple points in all three of those games. Has a 6-game point streak now, and it is easy to say, look at that, be like, all right, yeah, look at how well he would have done without Tortorella. But I think you also have to factor in the structure that Tortorella did put in there. And also, Michkov is just a streaky player. Like, we saw this out of the Four Nations break. We saw this, early December. He had that streak to start the year. So I think the bigger question is if the Flyers should have stuck along that plan of giving Michkov, healthy scratches for those development days and be like, all right, if they had kept him fresh, like, what would he be at right now?
I don't know, man. He just is a streaky 20-year-old gold scorer. Why is everybody saying it's Torts' fault that he's hot? Look at the 3 games before he went off, or before Torts was fired.
Mm-hmm.
He had like 6 points in those games or something, right? 5 points?
He had 4 points in those 3 games.
4 points. Yeah, I'm close enough. But it just... I don't think so. And I think that long-term, whatever Torts instilled in Michkov is going to benefit him. I don't think he's been made a worse player by Tortorella's coaching. And, maybe if he's trying to cherry pick and blow the zone early, he'll think twice and be like, wait, Torts, I can't do that. No, it's a bad idea.
He has
just that little voice.
Yeah, the torch devil on his shoulder. He's like, no, I can't do that.
You can't do that.
Yeah, you are seeing him doing that in these past 3 games. But I think that's also a good thing, because then the other team has to be aware of that. Like, it's in football, like, it's a receiver that can, spread the defense out, that can go deep. And like, so that defenseman is constantly being worried about, okay, where's Michkov? Like, I don't want to be on a highlight reel of him getting around me. So then that defenseman won't pinch up as much. So it impacts on everything there. And yeah, you could say, all right, Michkov's going to cherry pick. You don't want to see that. But I mean, it's pretty exciting to see him going on breakaways, him going on 2-on-1s with Konechny, like, and that's what he's here for. He's here to score. So I understand the people that are saying in the short term, like, oh, Michkov now has 58 points. He has 5 more than Celebrini, 1 behind Hudson. Like, imagine if he had this longer leash all season long. But at the same time, like you said, this is gonna, help him out in the long run, having Tortorella dealing with a coach like that in his rookie year and still putting up these numbers. It's incredible. I was going back and looking at like Flyers single seasons of 60 plus points, because he's at 58. He's gonna get to 60. In the past 15 years, it's like Giroux, Voracek, Couturier got there. I think probably Simmons got there. Maybe a Braden Shen year, a Shane Gostisbehere year, but like, it's been, you can count them almost on one hand, like maybe on 2 hands. Like, how many Flyers players have had as many points as Michkov has in his rookie year since, probably the past 15 years. So it's incredible watching him play. And like,
I just looked it up. He has tied Travis Konechny for goals this year. Yeah, this year. They both have 24.
I mean,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I really do wish he like, I do wish we could have seen him with a coach that was like, all right, we're going to put you with Konechny all year long. We're putting our top 3 players together. Let's see how you do. Grow with it, grow through the pains. And
wasn't that a Konechny issue though, that he was like, I don't like playing the left side?
I think it was a Konechny issue, but I don't know how real that was. Like, because you don't want to come out and be like, oh, yeah, Michkov doesn't want to play this side or whatever, or okay, like Michkov.
Here's part of it. Travis Konechny was red fucking hot for most of the season.
Yeah,
on the right wing. So maybe the thought process was like, let's keep him on that side because he's just playing so well. Why mess up what's working? Yeah. But then TK got ice cold, and it's like, Konechny, TK, buddy, this ain't working. We're moving you to the left so you can play with Michkov to try and get you going again. So maybe that's part of it.
Yeah, their connection is so sweet to watch on this. But if they like have a rush going, or if they're both circling around the offensive zone, it's it's a treat to watch those two go together. And Couturier is there, his body's not there, but his mind's still working fast. So hopefully, I want to see that with Luchenko next year, but I don't mind seeing Couturier with those two wingers kind of help him out offensively, because he can be a third defenseman for all I care if you have those two guys on the wing.
I'd still put them together next season. I want to see Jet Luchenko with Owen Tippett. And
Owen Tippett has been incredible these past few games. I mean, getting Jacob Pelletier that first goal there, but yeah. So
that line, Pellets, Luchenko, Tippett would go so hard. That line would rule. That would be a lot of fun.
They have it with Ryan Poehling now, who's been the Flyers' best center for quite some time. The past few weeks, he's been incredible.
He got another one yesterday. No,
yesterday. The great setup by Michkov to connecting, and then Poehling was just right there in front, put it in. So
tic-tac-toe, baby.
Yeah, I think with Tortorella and Michkov to tie this up here, like, yeah, you look at his numbers this year, you're like, all right, he would have had more points if Tortorella wasn't the coach the whole time. He'd probably be more in the Calder Trophy conversation, because it is a two-man race between Hudson and Celebrini. Maybe if Michkov keeps this multi-point streak going, he can actually get in the conversation. He is third, but it's a distant third right now. But so
he's third. He's on a 3-game multi-point streak, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
He's third in the betting odds. I'm saying not in any sort of like points or whatnot. Like, and I looked it up before this weekend. His points per 60 this season at 5-on-5 has been incredible. It's it's like top 50 in the league. If
they
not
should have. You might have been at the game. It wasn't the Preds game.
The even strength point leaders, right? That was
since the Four Nations break, I think it was. And he was leading the league. Like, I think the only person with more 5-on-5 points since Four Nations was Sidney Crosby. So
yeah, it was like Crosby. It was like the Capitals' top guys, and like I think maybe one of the Oilers. Like I was, yeah.
And I don't know. That seems like pretty good company to be in as a rookie.
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, Michkov 5-on-5 this year. Total points per 60 is 2.45. I'm seeing where that ranks among players with 900 minutes is 18th. Some guy called Connor McDavid is right ahead of him at 2.47. Michkov is at 2.45 points per 60. Like that is incredible. Imagine if the Flyers had a power play too. Like, imagine the real question is Rocky Thompson holding Matvei Michkov back, because that would have been crazy if like they could actually have not even a league average power play, just like a bottom third power play, not bottom of the barrel power play.
Power play's been red hot this week though. Since Torts got fired, they got a couple of them.